What's going on, folks? My name is Spice. This is Spice Camp Fish, and today we are driving through the forest. So like you guys know, I've been back in New York for a few days now. I've been trying to catch some fish out here, but it seems like the bite's been really weird for whatever reason. I think right now the fish are just getting out of the spawn. They're just finished spawning, and so right now it's just kind of like a weird, funky time of the year. And on top of that, I've been fishing bodies of water that I haven't fished in probably 6 years, so the bite's definitely been a little bit tougher than I was expecting. But yeah, it seems like even my good spots that I used to fish a whole bunch are really not as good as they are anymore, so I figured I would just at least try and find some new areas to fish. And I think we found ourselves a sweet little spot out here today. I don't really know all too much about it. Never been out here fishing before, obviously, but seems like a pretty solid little body of water. And the best part is that we can actually take the kayak out on it. So I got the kayak up above the top of the car, and hopefully we'll be able to get on a few fish today. But yeah, without further ado, I guess I'll strap you guys on my chest. We'll get on down to the water and see if we can catch a couple of fish. Let's see what we can do today. Ooh, I forgot my paddle. Maybe, hopefully, possibly. Not looking good. No. Ah, okay. This might be what we're working with today. God dang it. Okay. We're getting there. This is gonna be janky as hell, but we're gonna make it work today. I'm also a little annoyed about the dude in the parking lot who almost hit my kayak because he wanted to park in one specific spot, even though the entire lot is open right now. He's decided to whip around my kayak, miss it by about 7 inches, and then park his car directly behind where I had my kayak sitting for maybe 45 seconds. And then the fact that he had the audacity to give me a look like that, like it was my fucking fault that I turned around and went back to my car real quick when he whips into the parking spot going 20 miles an hour. No consideration for other people. I do love the physical state of New York, but I hate the people who live here. Just some of the worst human beings on the planet. Whew, alrighty. We made it. Sort of. Here's our paddle situation right now. It's not looking too good. Oh, but we're gonna make it work. For today. Oh, I guess we'll start going this way. There does seem to be one other gentleman out here in a boat of some sort, so we're gonna try and stay away from him and just kind of move this way. See if we can't cross paths with a largemouth this morning. This is quite possibly the dumbest thing I've ever done. Oh boy. Oh, I got a little guy. Little dude ate the joker, no way. All right. Yep, that's about what I expected. First joker fish is an absolute giant. There we go. Little tiny dude. He's got like a bunch of comb marks in him for whatever reason. All right, homie. All right. Yeah. See ya. Thanks for the bite, I think. All right, well, that was my first fish ever on a DRT joker. That's pretty cool, I guess. I wasn't expecting it to be that small, is the thing. Again, like I said, all of my friends, everybody I talk to, it says the joker, you don't get a ton of bites on it, but they seem to be really big when you do get bit. So yeah, we're gonna keep on trucking, see if we can't find ourselves a big one. If not, I'll switch up to something a little bit more conventional, maybe a fluke or a chatterbait or something. Just something to kind of keep me going, keep me fishing. This one. There we go. Little guy again. Ain't the Senko. I thought I saw something moving up there. There we go. fish number 2. Buddy's got a sore on his bottom lip. Alrighty. Another little guy, second fish of the day. That one fell for the weightless Senko. Opposite end of the spectrum. But again, I think this fish was also on a bed. I've been seeing and hearing a lot of stuff up shallow, so I think these fish are probably up shallow, at least the males. Look at that little sore homie's got on his lip. Gross, bro. You gotta go get that checked out. Later, bud. Okay, 2 fish on the board. Senko seems to get bit as well, which shouldn't really be surprising considering it is almost June. Oh my god, I am stuck in this tree now. Fuck me. Oh, that's a huge spider. Ugh. Stay away, brother. Where I'm sitting right now, a few feet off the bank, is only like 2 or 3 foot of water, but again, like I'm saying, I keep seeing stuff moving up along the bank, so I think these fish might just be spawning super, super shallow, which makes sense given the water clarity. In case you guys didn't know, the dirtier the water, the shallower fish are generally going to spawn. That's just kind of like a rule of thumb. Fish need a couple of different things to be able to spawn properly, but one of the things they need is to be in at least semi-direct sunlight. So fish won't really spawn any deeper than the sun will get down, generally, in any body of water. And since this water is real dirty, I figured the sun isn't reaching too far down. Hence why these fish should be way shallow. Oh. Got him. Another little dude. Oh, he popped off. Good God. Wasn't a very big fish, at least. Don't feel bad about losing that guy. Messed up my worm, though. Give these little guys a try. I don't think I've ever thrown these before. These are the Snako by Grande Fishing, or Grande Bass. Seem like a pretty interesting little stick bait. Got kind of like a ribbed section back here, kind of reminiscent of like a KAYAK or something like that. I believe they call this color Trophy Hunter, so hopefully we can start hunting for some trophies out here. So all I've been seeing today are little guys. You know, minus the water clarity in this spot, it looks really good. I feel like at some point the grass will come up a little bit more. I was looking online and this place looked like it was super scummy and super grassy and stuff. And they said that there's a lot of hydrilla in here, but as of right now, it doesn't look like very much of that has grown up too far. But I feel like if this thing could clear up even a little bit, like, this would be a cool little lake. Oh, there's one. Oh my God. Whoo. About ripped that little dude's face off. My bad, Holmes. Friggin' balled my worm up. Didn't get a good hook in him. But I'm sure I gave him a concussion with that hook set. Sorry, bro. Okay. Good sign, though. I've only been fishing with the Trophy Hunter for, I don't know, 10 casts maybe? Probably less than that, honestly. Probably like 5 casts. And already been bit on this new color, this new worm, so I like that. Is that a fish? That's a fish. That's a little better one. There we go. Yeah. All right. Hard fighting guy. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. A little 2-pounder on the old Grande stick. I don't remember what they call it already. The Snako, I think. Thing definitely works. I'm gonna take a gander and say this one's probably, he would be 2 pounds if he was filled out, but he's pretty skinny. Again, I feel like a lot of these fish have already kind of spawned out. And are just kind of sitting up shallow, feeding on the bluegill. There we go. First little decent dude of the day. Probably about, well actually we got the measuring board right here. I'll tell you about how long he is. 16.5 inches, give or take. That's not a terrible fish. I like that. All right, mama. Thank you. Later. Okay, so this pond isn't all just little micro guys. Good to know. Good to know. Again, I bet that fish was probably about 2.5 pounds when it was filled out, but super skinny guy, so I'd be surprised if he was even 2 pounds at this point. Seems like this half of the lake is pretty popular, so I'm gonna fish this little bit right here just real quick, and then we might turn around and start heading back towards the launch. I'm gonna kind of fish my way around the rest of this little spot. Again, like I said, this whole side of the pond seems to be semi-popular, so I'm not gonna spend as much time around here, but definitely at least want to make a few more casts on this little wood behind me. This looks pretty good. Well, I think it's time to put the rod down and just get rowing. Doesn't seem like I'm actually able to pick up any ground when I'm using my bait as propulsion. So, back to the shitty oar. There's one. Yeah, little dude. Again. Oh, he's not terrible, I guess. Yeah. That's a really dark fish. Oh my god. Okay. Nice. Another little guy on the way back. I'll take that. Okay, maybe these fish are spawning. So, if you guys look at that guy's eye real quick, you see how it's like a little bit gold around the middle? A lot of the times, what I've heard at least, is when you see their eye color change like that, it's because of some sort of stressor that they get as a result of the spawn. A lot of the times you'll actually see them get even brighter than that. They'll get like super yellow or gold or something like that. But yeah, this guy seems like his eyes aren't super gold. And like I said, that happens around the spawn, and it'll generally fade out as the spawn carries on. See ya, buddy. So yeah, I think these fish are just slightly past their whole like spawning deal. I think they're just starting to get into that little weird post-spawn funk. And that fish's eye kind of confirmed that for me. Like I said, if they were full-blown spawning, it probably would have been a good bit more gold, more yellow. But a lot of the times, like I said, it kind of fades out after the first couple of weeks of the spawn. And then, you know, over the summer and stuff, you'll just see fish with like normal dark brown eyes or black eyes or whatever they have. But yeah, another cast, another bass. Keep going. Seem like they're liking this little slinko, whatever they call this thing. There's one. He's got it. Okay. Ooh, jumper guy. What up, Cable? Ooh, bonked his head. I am sorry, buddy. Oh gosh, where are you going? Got all caught up in my yak? Yeah, bro, okay. And they fight real hard in here. I like that. Buddy is dogging me. He's only a little 1.5 or 2 pounder, but he is putting up a fight. Yeah. All right, friend, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. No, don't go that way. Come this way. He's not even that big. He's only a pound and a half, maybe. Little tiny dude. Not quite a micro dank, but not big for sure. Popped him right in the corner of the mouth, though. Right where you want to hook him. Like that. Man, all these fish's faces are so messed up in here. This one looks like he's been caught a few times. He's got a sore on his lip too. I don't know what is up with these fish, but every single one of them I've caught has not looked super healthy. They've all had real skinny bellies. They've all been sored up and rashed up and gross. I don't know if it's just because they've been recently spawning or if there's something going on around here, but I was seeing some bluegill that looked kind of gross too, so I don't know. Maybe there's something going on with this lake. I'm certainly washing my hands when I get home, I can tell you that much.
Get a better paddle. I'm still building expert.
Yeah, I left mine at home today, but I'm coming from Garden City, so I was like, I'm not turning back around. Yeah. Yeah.
It's too bad somebody wasn't in the parking lot with one.
Yeah, I know, right? Biggest one was probably about 2.5 pounds. Yeah. Made it worth it. Whew. Oh my God. I can't believe I actually made it back. Oh my God. Alrighty, folks. We have somehow made it back to the shore. I'm honestly kind of surprised that I made it back to the dock today. That was a rough day of paddling out there. Fun day of fishing for sure, but a rough day of paddling. But yeah, regardless of the no paddle situation, we still ended up getting out there and catching some fish. And yeah, overall, sweet little pond. Again, I've never fished this spot before, but looked really good on Google Maps, and it turned out to be pretty good. I wasn't expecting the water to obviously be that dirty, but regardless, we still managed to make it work. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for me. Again, all the baits that we caught fish on will be linked down in the description for you guys to go check out as per usual. Check them and wreck them. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.